been in practice for, like 12 years. But what I was seeing is that money was not only leaving, but as fast as it was coming in. And so what was happening is we really just didn't have a whole lot of money in savings. We were still stressed about what our future was going to look like, not just from a chiropractic business standpoint, but also just for our family. We had 2 kids and had another kid that was on the way, and so we were just looking for somebody to be able to teach us how to be able to really understand money and really understand how to be able to keep more money, not only make more money but keep more money. And so we were referred over to Bruce by a friend of mine because we were just watching what he was doing, and we were watching that their lifestyle didn't change at all. In fact, their lifestyle even got better, but they were also saving a lot more money, and he wasn't necessarily making a whole lot more money either. And so I was like, wow, if it could work for him, then it could definitely work for me. So I called Bruce up with Chiro Wealth and just got started with those guys. And so at that time when I started, I probably had about $80,000 saved up from 12 years of work in chiropractic, which obviously isn't really good. Not only that, though, I had a lot of credit card debt as well, and a lot of other debt also. And so started up with Bruce, and then after beginning with him, was able to learn how really just to be able to watch where it is that our money was going. And so we also learned that if you don't have a designated place for your money to go, it's just going to go pretty much everywhere. And so once we were able to get that focus in and make sure that we knew exactly where our money was going, had some strategies in place to be able to see what was trending as far as the business goes, and Bruce showed us how to be able to do that. And just doing some really simple things. What I saw is my practice actually took off as well, which I really wasn't expecting that, because like I said, the practice was successful already, but because I was able to look at these different trends going on, I was able to predict what we should be doing marketing-wise, if we needed to do something extra marketing-wise in order to be able to make sure that we continue to keep on trending upward. And so we did that, but at the same time, we were putting away large amounts of money on a weekly basis. And as a result of that, we're able to, instead of only having $80,000 after 12 years, we're able to save literally $200,000 a year for the last few years. And the great thing about that is our lifestyle, and I think that's the thing that we get scared about, is that our lifestyle is going to have to change. Like one of the things before working with Bruce, and when I called him, I think on the first phone call, I was thinking, does that mean that we're not going to be able to go on vacation anymore? Does that mean that we're not going to be able to buy a nicer house or not be able to afford a better automobile, those kind of things? And he was like, well, no, you just set a goal for that, and then you make that happen. So I was like, okay, great. So we're not going to have to do like a lot of other people that you hear say that you gotta pay cash for everything and live in an apartment. And so our lifestyle got better. Our vacations even got better. In that time period, we've purchased 3 automobiles. One of those being my dream car, plus purchased another automobile, plus my wife's car as well. Paid cash for all 3 of those automobiles. Able to go on vacation at the nicest places. Just got back from celebrating our anniversary in Hawaii at the St. Regis Hotel. Nicest hotel there on Hawaii. Got to stay in the suites. Paid cash for all of that. And so it was great not having the stress of going, am I going to have to put that on a credit card, and then how hard am I going to work to have to figure out how to pay that back later? No, it was already set ahead of time. We already knew how much money that we could be able to spend for that vacation, and we did, and we had a great time doing it. And so didn't sacrifice lifestyle at all. So like I said, that got better, and things are better. I own everything in my practice now, so don't have any debt there. We own everything as far as our personal life. The next thing that we have that will pay off would be our house. And the cool thing right now is that I know that if we wanted to pay off our house, we've got the money liquid to where we could go ahead and do that if we wanted to. So there's not that stress of having that hanging over your head, which is a really good feeling to have. And so I was on a date with my wife last night, and I knew we were going to be talking today. And I asked her, so what are some of the things that changed? And she's like, for me, really more than anything, it's just freedom. freedom in knowing that, you know what, we could quit today and we're going to be taken care of for a long time. And she's like, I love the way that feels. Chiropractically speaking, it's just like what it is that we do. So what we teach our patients is to make sure that, you stick with maintaining your adjustments at least on a weekly basis, so that you're getting checked every week for subluxations. And so if you have a subluxation or you don't have a subluxation, you're still getting checked repetitively. So the same thing when we look at my financial pictures, making sure that I'm actively involved with that on a weekly basis. Every Friday, I take a look at my sheet as far as where my money goes. So I take a look at that sheet. I just plug some numbers into that. It takes me about 10, 15 minutes at the most every Friday, but it's a discipline that I remember I was just sitting there yesterday doing it. It's like, like second nature. It's just something that has to be done as part of my Friday routine. So just being disciplined to doing that every single week, and that's really it. It's a discipline to do it.